Hey, this is Joe Hubbard from JoeHubbardBassVideos.com coming at you today with another bass lesson. And this particular lesson is on developing speed. Now grab your bass and let's get started. The dictionary defines speed as swift or rapid movement. For the purpose of playing the bass guitar, speed requires more than just the rate of movement. If it takes too long for you to decide what specific ideas you are going to play when preceded by an auditory stimulus, then no matter how fast your fingers can move, your speed in terms of response time is slow. There is a big psychological element to developing speed. In fact, there are several components that never get discussed in the world of bass guitar playing. To incorporate all of these aspects into an equation, speed can be broken down into the following parts. It starts off with an auditory stimulus. After that, there's a neurological relay that goes through your brain. What follows that is an analysis of the concept to be played. What follows that is another neurological relay. Following that is the decision of the right motor movement to be used. After that, there's another neurological relay. After that is the action, you actually playing, and then following that, another neurological relay. And then finally, the evaluation of the sound that occurs. Notice that we have broken down speed into 9 different steps, 5 which can be developed through practice. These areas include listening, analysis, decision, action, and evaluation. The exception is the neurological relay. The speed at which the information moves along the neurons in the brain can't be increased. And the reality is that the brain transmits messages with incredible speed anyway. More important than the speed of the information transfer is how you actually develop that, and that's through repetition training. Please remember the old saying, repetition is the mother of invention. It's the repetition practice that allows information transfer to actually happen automatically. Because the whole process involves information transfer, it has to include the components of music, because that's what you're playing. The components of music include melody, harmony, rhythm, counterpoint, and form. And because of that, you can't just sit there mindlessly when you practice and play all these disconnected ideas with no relation back to the musical concepts that you're trying to learn to play. In order to develop speed, we have to understand that there's muscle groups in our body that deal with playing fast and muscle groups in our body that deal with playing slow passages. The slow twitch muscle groups are what are used when we play fast passages, and fast twitch muscle groups are what's used when we play slow passages. So what we have to do is exercise those muscle groups regularly. If we're always just playing things really at a snail's pace, okay, it's great for developing tone, it's great for understanding the decay of each note and getting the notes to last to the full duration, which are important. But if you want to develop some chops with what you're doing, you have to exercise these muscle groups that require you to play fast. Charlie Banakis was a genius at understanding the kinesiology that goes along with playing an instrument, and he's the guy who really hipped me to all this information. Also, in my martial arts training, I've done a lot of that too, so I completely understand the transfer of knowledge. So the idea is that what I want to be able to do is get an exercise that it's going to enable me to slowly introduce these slow twitch muscle groups into my playing. One of the things Charlie told me as well is about John Coltrane, the way he used to just go around playing fast flurries of notes, to exercise these muscle groups specifically because he understood this concept. So the idea here that I want you to do is to take this exercise, which is called outlining. And what you do is you take a passage, and I've taken 1 bar of 16th notes, which is a passage like this. And it works over a C7 chord. And you take the first note and the last note, and you play them in time. And you want to take the tempo just outside your comfort zone, okay? So you play the first note and the last note. Then I add in the second note, so I go first note, second note, and then last note. Then first note, second note, third note, then the last note. And work my way through the whole pattern in that fashion. So the idea is that I really get inside the pattern, I really get inside what I'm playing over. And this helps me to really inculcate this information into my deep subconscious. So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate this drill. I'm going to pick something way out of my comfort zone. I'm going to pick a tempo like 145. I usually am pretty comfortable about 130 playing 16th notes, but above that I get a bit shaky. So, you know, I don't know if I'm going to make this totally here, but I'm going to give it a go. So this is the outlining exercise at 145. As you can see from the results of that drill is that I was pushed to the very limits of my tempo ceiling. But the great thing about that is that was 145. My comfortable tempo is around 130. So that's substantially outside my comfort zone, and that's a great way to push these tempos and really flex these slow twitch muscles when you practice. It's not what you want to do all the time, but it needs to be part of what you do if you want to play these fast tempos. And this is an intelligent way to go about doing it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, please click the like button below. Also, feel free to leave your comments in the boxes below as well. If you haven't already done so, please visit my website www.joehubbardbassvideos.com and sign up for my email list. You'll see when you get to the home page there'll be an email prompt box that you would fill your email address into, and for that I will send you 3 free unique videos. These are not available on my YouTube channel. These are free, unique videos that are available just for signing up for my email list. So as always, practice smart, work hard, and play creatively. I look forward to the next lesson. Take care. Thank you.